thank you. That is so deceptively difficult to pull off. That might have been the toughest piece, just because it's so independent. It's a lot of voices in canon, not quite lining up, and it becomes this beautiful hazy effect, but you need to be so locked in and engaged with what's happening and acknowledging, like, I'm 2 beats off the saxophones. I need to play independently. So yeah, the accountability of each independent section has been outstanding and makes it so that we can pull off something so sophisticated. You don't see a lot of music that dense at this difficulty level. So it's, I don't know, I'm such a fan of all 5 of these pieces. I had a blast getting to make music with that piece. I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful tune. I will say too, some of why the music appealed to me so much is that my wife's name is Jasmine. So Kevin posted on Facebook that he finished this piece, and I'm like, oh, like he dedicated a piece to my wife? Maybe I should have done that. But yeah, I loved that. Next out will be the last selection. This is, let me say again how thankful I am and how amazing all these students have been. I can't believe this is done. This whole day and a half has flown by. But the students have just been, the kids have just been exactly what you would want out of humans. Just kind, hospitable, welcoming, positive, goofballs at points. And again, all those beautiful qualities that make it so we can make music at this level with such stupidly minimal amount of time to accomplish anything like this. So we talked a lot about discipline. We talked a lot about focus. I feel like focus has been kind of the thesis of this week. They have just listened to me while I babbled on all day, and it's just been, it just means so, so much to me. So can we give the students one last round of applause, please? Yeah, it's beautiful to see, and we've talked about how those qualities will always be helpful. Even if many of these students decide against doing music as a full-time job, they don't have to be maniacs like me to commit to high school band as the job, because it's, I don't know, it's a mess. That's its own tangent. The point is, any of those amazing, the discipline, the focus, the ability to function as a team and be positive will apply so well to anything these students will do in life. So I know they'll be quite successful. They'll be set up to succeed at this point, and I can't wait to see what amazing things they do down the line. So yeah, let's get back into music. I can compliment these guys all day. The last selection we'll be doing is a bop. It's called The Lost Lady Found, and this is a wind band classic. It is usually the 6th movement of one of the pivotal, monumental pieces in the wind band canon called Lincolshire Percy. And in that whole 6-movement suite, he took traditional English folk songs, and he actually went up to English folk and had a tape deck that he had them like, hey, sing how you think that song goes. And because it was kind of on the spot, he utilized a lot of the nuance and fluctuation to the tempo and timing and exactly how these folk songs have been passed down, as opposed to like, oh, this should be this exact tempo, this should be this style. He found a way to include little nuances again of just the timing, and then developed a lot of these folk songs into his own voice and his own language, into this 6-movement, beautiful, amazing suite of band pieces. So we will be closing with just the 6th and final movement of that piece, which is called The Lost Lady Found. It is quite dance-like in a lot of moments, but we talked a ton with the students about style, because this piece is essentially just based on one melody, and it's a lot of mileage out of that one melody by changing the style, changing the vibe, going between accent and heavy, and staccato and bouncy and light, to this legato and smooth, and anything in between, just all, I think that main melody is always going on within this whole piece. So the thing that makes this piece so exciting is that development and that change as the piece goes on. So that is all I have to say. Thank you again. You've been a lovely audience. I hope you enjoyed the Lost Playhouse.